Hey, alright, so this is my fourth video. My husband and I were just watching that movie I Am Legend, and that movie is freaky. It creeps me out every time. Um, but yeah, it's really interesting how there's all these apocalyptic movies coming out lately in Hollywood. You had 2012, I Am Legend, Knowing was really interesting. The Book of Eli was good, and I like in the Book of Eli that for that one the premise is that an atom bomb hit the states, and then they're like a post-nuclear fallout type of civilization, which I think is possible in like 10 years or something. But anyways, um, oh, and I had a thought that maybe God could be using Hollywood and the media to kind of prepare people. You know, I mean, God can use anything to prepare people for what might be just around the corner. It's not just sci-fi, and it's not just fiction. It really could. Some of the stuff really could happen. Apparently, there's some massive earthquake that's supposed to hit St. Louis, which is right by me pretty soon. So that's interesting. Anyways, what I decided I would like to do is read through Revelations, or at least most of it, and kind of dissect my understanding of it. I did a Bible study a while ago at my church at Mariners, where I used to go on Revelations, and that was really cool. So I thought I'd kind of unpack um, things that I've been studying. So I'll start in Revelation 6. This is about the seals. I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the seven seals. Then I heard one of the four living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. I've thought for a long time that this is probably Jesus. Um, there's a reference to him being on a white horse later in Revelations when he goes out to make war against the Antichrist and Satan, etc. So this is probably Jesus. So the seals are spread out throughout history. So the first one was fulfilled 2,000 years ago, approximately when Jesus came. Then the second one, when the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come." Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make men slay each other. To him was given a large sword. That, I think, was World War I and II. Make men slay each other. So I think that one's already been fulfilled. Then you have chapter 6, verse 5. When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living creatures, saying, "A quart of wheat for a day's wages, and 3 quarts of barley for a day's wages. And do not damage the oil and the wine." Oil and the wine. So basically what that's saying is that you'll work a whole day just for like a loaf of bread. So inflation will get worse, according to this. But the question is, does this have to be a worldwide famine? If not, it's already happening in Africa. I mean, there's been a famine there for quite a while, so it's possible that that's already been fulfilled. Or some theorize that it needs to be worldwide, which I'm not sure exactly where I stand on that, but that movie Hunger Games kind of picked like this, that would be this seal coming true. And in Hunger Games, it takes place in America, so who knows? The next one, when the Lamb opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. Famine is already happening in Africa. Plague, the AIDS virus, cancer, kills people all over. So a fourth of the earth, a lot of people die of cancer. So that could just be cancer that it's talking about. Killed by the sword. There's tons of genocide. The movie Hotel Rwanda, people die all the time, all over the country. I mean, all over the world. The Middle East, you know. So that easily could already be fulfilled. The next one is the fifth one. When he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain because of the word of God and the testimony they had maintained. They called out in a loud voice, "How long, sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood?" Then each of them was given a white robe, and they were told to wait a little longer until the number of their fellow servants and brothers who were to be killed as they had been was completed. So this could be worldwide. It could also have already been fulfilled with the underground church in China. All over the world, Christians are dying for their faith. Not so much in America that we know of, anyways, but in any other country, this is happening. Missionaries that go to other countries are burned. So if it isn't worldwide, then this could already be fulfilled as well. The persecution of the saints. Then the sixth one. So if all those have been fulfilled, this is the next one that is upon us. And I believe Revelations is chronological. So this would be the next thing. I watched as he opened the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake. Apparently there's talk of an earthquake hitting Missouri, which will be interesting. The sun turned black like sackcloth, whatever that looks like, made of goat hair. The whole moon turned blood red, and the stars in the sky fell to the earth. That's going to be intense. As late figs drop from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind, the sky receded like a scroll, rolling up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. So John, when he's seeing this vision, he's just kind of saying what he sees, but, you know, he's he doesn't have words to describe it, so he said the sky receded like a scroll. I guess we'll know when we see it, but so that could be the next one that's upon us. And who knows when that is going to hit. Then the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and every slave and every free man hid in caves and among the rocks of the mountains. They called to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the Lamb of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand? So that is interesting. So that could be the next thing. If the others don't have to be worldwide, then that would be the next thing. So, to be continued. God bless.